Okay. So you are doing demand forecasting. And in the last class, we already have discussed about the importance of demand forecasting. It is, we are predicting the future demand condition for a product, and in which we have also discussed the various importance of demand forecasting for a producer to survey the market instead of diving blindly in the market, and assessment is always helpful. Okay. And then we have derived the two equation by which we have taken the least square method. In fact, there are several methods, and I said that least square method is the base method on which all other methods are dependent. So whatever the software is giving you the result, this is what you are doing manually. Okay. And in this method, what we have done is we have regressed the given demand values against the time period, where your x is the time period. Okay, taken in years, can be less than years also, and we are fitting a line to the given data, which is my estimated trend line, and we don't know what is the slope and intercept of the line, and this is what we are finding from the given data. So from that we derive two equation. One is your summation y equal to na plus b summation x, and second equation is summation xy equal to your a summation x plus b summation x square. So we are simply going to use these two equation 1 and 2 to derive our slope and intercept of this trend line we are fixing to find the average for each year. We are given the total, but we are not given the average, and we are not concerned with the total, because total may actual figure, as I told you, there can be positive negative deviation, negative deviation, which are my residuals, your UI values. And I got this least square equation by minimizing the square of this residual. So your actual values may deviate from the average. So we are not concerned with the actual values. We are concerned with what is the average for every year. And this is what we are going to do today. So let us start with the numericals. Did I give a PDF last class, no? About demand forecasting? In your WhatsApp?
No, ma'am.
No, I have not given. Okay. So anyhow, we'll start with the first question. So start. This is question number 1. You are given the total demand values as well as the for each year, and that is the only information which will be given to you in the exam. In this part, expect a sheer numericals and numericals only, direct numericals. So let us start with write the question with me. 2012, 2013, then 2014, 2015, then 2016, then 17 and 18. And the demand values in thousand. These are your Y values, where your Y values are demand values of the product in thousand. It is given in thousand. So first year it is your 80, 90,000. Then this is your 92, 83, and then 94, 94, then 99 and 92. So this is the only information which will be given to you. From here you will find. Okay. So this is your 94. 94, 99, 92. Did you all write the question?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now tell me what is your N. N is your data for which, number of years for which data is given. How many years data is given?
7.
7. So your N is 7. Remember, we are finding all the terms for those two equations. We'll solve it simultaneously. So we need all the terms for those two equations. Now your X is the number of years. Now the procedure is, if your N is an odd number, like here 7, either you can take starting year as the origin, or you can take mid year as the origin. You have to start from a base year. So you can either use starting year as origin, or you can use mid year as the origin. Okay. So if let us first solve this question by using your starting year as origin. So I've taken 0 here. 2012 is my 0 origin year. After that, I'll just rate the year. So after that, I'll just rate the year according to their distance from the origin. Here all consecutive values are there. So I have 6 years and all the years are consecutive. Otherwise, I would have taken a gap. Suppose from 2012 to 14, 13 data would have been missing. Then I would have directly taken 2. So here all consecutive data, so I have taken the year consecutively and my values are from 1 to 6. Then you are going to do xy. That means you will multiply x into y and get the xy and then take the summation. Then you will have x square, square the x value and then take the summation. Then you will find the yc values, which is your average value you will find. So you are going to get me the summation of all this. First tell me what is summation y, summation x,
640.
summation xy and summation x square. Go on telling me the values. First what is summation y?
640.
630. What is summation x?
Ma'am, 640.
630. No, it's not 640, it is 630. What is summation x?
I'm 21.
Is 21. Then get summation xy. Multiply x into y and get the summation. Which is your summation xy? Get me the values. Multiply
Ma'am,
x. Yes.
ma'am, 1956. Summation XY.
No, you can
1946.
1946. Correct.
13,000.
No, 1946. Then what is summation x square? Square that.
Ma'am,
Yes.
मैम समेशन एक्स्ट्रा कैसे आया?
X square. Just square the x values and then take the summation.
ma'am, summation X square is 91.
Is 91. So you got all the values for those two equations, remember. I'm going to the next page. So you have got all the values for your two equation, which is your summation y equal to na plus b summation x and summation xy equal to a summation x plus b summation x square. Put all your values in this equation 1 and 2, solve it simultaneously and tell me what is the intercept and slope of this line. Because your yc can be predicted once you know the intercept and slope of this line. Do it. Put all the values in this two equation. Get me the summation. If anybody has not followed, interrupt and ask. Last class we have derived the equations. So put all your values in these two equations and get me the value of the slope and intercept.
मैम नेक्स्ट पेज दिखेगी ना?
Yes? Tell what you are telling. What is A and B values? What are the A and B values? Got anyone?
Ma'am, B is equals to 1.89.
No.
मैम b equals to 2.
Yes, B is 2. And what is your A value? Slope is 2. I've sent the PDF to your this WhatsApp group. Question are there. All the question we are going to solve. This first question we are solving is not there, of course.
Ma'am, A84.
Yes, your A is 84. So now you got your intercept and slope of the line. So you can have your YC is, so your YC now is 84 plus 2x. So for this trend line which you have inserted to the data, this is your YC equal to 84 plus 2x. So now you can have your average value for all the years. So you have to go back to your schedule. Now this YC column you have to fill up because this is the line you are plotting on the data. Okay. Tell me what is the YC for 2012. You simply have to replace the X value as X values in your equation. Put X as 0 for 2012 and what is the average you find? Put X as 0.
84.
84. Next year, what is the average for 2013?
84. 86.
86 and so on. Because your slope is 2, you are getting these figures 90, then 92 and so on.
88.
Yes. Now see in that you are also given to predict for the year 2020. So we are going to predict for the year 2020. Now because you have got the intercept and slope of the line, you can just extend it to get as you do in the stock market and all, making projection for the future. Okay. So if your X is 6 for 2018, what you are doing is you are taking just the distance from origin. So for 2020, what will be the X value?
8.
Is your 8. Simply insert 8 and get the value for 2020. Insert the X value there by extending the
100.
line is 100. Yes, is 100. So you are getting 100 for 2020. Okay. Just insert the X value there and get the answer of 2020. Similarly, you may be asked to predict for further years. Did you follow everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now suppose I'm changing the origin. I said you can also solve this problem by changing the origin. So if I change the origin, let us see what change in your result you are having. Okay. So you are going to solve the same question using mid-year as the origin now. Solve by yourself. This is 12, then 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 and 18. So you have the same question. Your n is 7. Your figures are same. Y values, which is your 80, 90, then 92, 83, then 94, 99 and 92. So your X only will change here. If I'm taking mid-year as the origin, remember 15 is 0 now. So you have to take the mid-year as the origin. So your past years will be minus and your after years will be positive. Because these are all consecutive, I've taken it like this. Every other procedure remains the same. You have your xy, you have your x square, then you have your yc. Everything has remained same. You are going to tell me what is summation y, then summation x, then summation xy, summation x square. Go on telling me the values. Solve this question and tell it by yourself. You can see everything is same. I've simply changed the way in which x can be rated. And you can follow this procedure only for odd number of years, where you can get a equal distribution. Tell me the value.
Summation y 630 आएगा.
Is
Summation y
630. Yes, it has remained same. What is summation x?
0.
Is 0. Very good. Now go back to your equation.
XY.
8 minutes. Now go back to your equation. Now if you see this equation, see equation 1. if you are getting summation x as 0, you can understand that you can get your a value as directly the mean of the y value. See, your a becomes summation y by n. Don't be confused. It is the same equation. You can take simply you write the same equation and put this part as 0. But if you see, your a is simply the mean of the y values, which is summation y by n. And if you are putting summation x as 0 in the second equation, you can see you are getting b as summation xy to summation x square. So your calculation becomes easier. Instead of solving equation, you can directly get the values like this. But this is will be so only in case of your summation x
90 आएगा.
is 0. Yes. So your a is 90. No. Tell me xy first. What is summation xy?
Ma'am, summation xy 56.
56. And what is summation x square?
28.
28. So what you have got is all the terms for those equation. Now tell me the answer. What is your a now?
90.
Is 90. What is your b now? You can apply the shortcut formula if you like. What is your b now?
Ma'am, 2.
Is 2. So now your equation in this second case becomes y is equal to 90 plus 2x. So your now equation is 90 plus 2x. So let us see what is the change in your answer. Now put it in your YC trend and check what are the YC values you are getting. Check your YC values. Put the new x values in your equation. Your YC equation is now 90 plus 2x. So what is the trend line you are getting for 2012?
Ma'am, 84.
84. For the second year?
86.
So can you see your trend line has remains unchanged? Did you mark? There is no change in your trend line. Only your calculation has become easier. So whenever there is an option to cancel out x, go for this shortcut method. You will have no change in your trend values. Your answer remains same. Check for 2020. What will be your value for 2020? Use the same rating for x. So for 2020, what will be the x value?
100.
Yes,
100.
Yes, very good. It is 100. So you see all your answers remain same. So whenever you have an option, try to cancel out the x in this calculation. But you can do it only for your this number of cases. Odd, usually odd. Okay. Even also you can do. We'll see now. Everyone, did you get the answer? Anyone who is left out? Anyone who is left out? So can we proceed? Okay. So this question you solve with n as a odd number. If you have an even number of case, then what you will do? So let us solve the next question. So I'm giving the question is now with you in your WhatsApp, but you write from here. First is the year. So first is 2011, then 2012. You can write the whole year. I'm just writing in shortcut. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. Then the Y values are given. The demand values in 1000 is given in 1000. So it is your 38, 40, 65, 72, 69, then 60, 87, and 95. Okay. What is your n here? How much is your n here?
8.
8.
Now you have an even number because your n is 8 here. The procedure is either you can take starting year as origin. That option remains same for your odd and even number of years. But for even number of years, usually the most followed technique is we'll take a 0 here in between this middle 2 year. Then we are going to take the mid year of every year as the detecting value. So here what I'm going to do is minus 0.5 plus 0.5. So I've taken a 0 here in between. I've divided it into a 6 monthly estimate. Then everything, that means I'm taking the middle of every year as the point, my observation point. So this is your minus 1.5 minus 1.5 minus 2.5 minus 3.5, and these are the positive years 1.5, 2.5 and 3.5. Everything remains unchanged. Again I repeat, you have always have the option of taking starting year as 0 value, but we'll follow this procedure because this is unknown to you, so we'll use this technique. Then you have your xy, x square and yc values as usual. All steps are same, only depending on the question you have to see how you are rating x. So you are going to tell me what is summation y, summation x, summation xy and summation x square. Go on telling me the values.
Ma'am, summation y
summation
526.
526.
Very good. It is 526. What is summation x?
0.
0.
0.
It is your 0. Then what is summation xy?
I'm doing.
And remember, again I repeat, you can always take starting here as the 0 values. You'll get some decimal difference, but that is acceptable for your level. It will be taken valid, but for even number of years, this is the procedure. And it is nothing difficult also. Simply you have take the median of every year as the origin. That means we have divided into a 6 monthly estimate.
Ma'am, summation xy is 380.
380, no, not 380. Not 380. What is summation xy? Anyone?
Ma'am, 344.
No, not 344.
Ma'am, 308.
Very good. 308. So 308. Those of the not getting, you can just take it down, check it afterward. 308 is the answer. X square.
Ma'am, just a minute.
Solve for x square. If you are not getting, just leave it out. You will get it. Some calculation mistake you have done. One has got means you all will get it.
Ma'am, x square will also be 0.
No, how x square will be 0? You are squaring it, no? Squaring it, the negative sign will also vanish.
Ma'am, 42.
Ma'am, x square 42.
Yes. So you have got all the values for those two equations. Okay. Solve it and tell me the A and B values. Solve it and tell me what is your A and B values. So for this, your YC, tell me what is your A and B values.
Ma'am, 65.75.
Very good. Your A is 65.75 plus what is your B?
Ma'am, solving. Ma'am, 7.33.
7.33. It is 7.33 into x. So you have the equation. You are also asked to find the value for 2020. Insert the x value, calculate your distance from the origin. Insert the x value, what will be your x for 2020?
Ma'am, 4.5.
4.5. How? 18 is 3.5, no, for 2020?
5.5.
5.5. Your x value will be 5.5. Insert 5.5 and just extend the line.
We will increase by 1.
18 it is 3.5 means for 20 it will be 5.5. Just insert and extend the line.
Ma'am, 106.065.
Yeah, very good. It is 106.065. Some decimal difference if also somebody is getting, no matter. You can round up. So it is 106. Okay. Got everyone? Got everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So first we solve with odd number of years, first two question. Second we solve with even number of years. Now what we are going to do is, suppose your data is lacking for some years in between, you don't have the data. So can we predict in that case, which is usually the case. You have gone for data, or you are taking some time series data where some of the in between years are not available. So how to solve there? So these are all your time series data, remember, because it is over years. Okay. So let us solve this question. Question number 3. Year is given 2008, then 2011, 2011, then 2013, okay, then 2014, then 16, 17 and 19. Then your y values are given in thousand: 75, 67, 68, 50, sorry, 68 and 65. Write the values properly. This 65, then 50, 54, 50, 54 and 41. Okay. What is your n here? 41.
Seven.
N is 7. So as your n is 7, again you have two options. You can start with starting year as origin, or you can take mid year as origin. Let us start with mid year as origin. So that will be your x values. So if I am taking a 0 here, I'll take past years with negative, after years as positive. Only difference is you will take the distance number. So tell me what will be for 2013, 11, go on writing the values.
Ma'am, -1.
-1, then
-3.
-3, very good. Because you have taken the distance from 13, then 11, then
-6.
-6. After years,
2.
yes, 2 plus 2 now. Plus 2, then
+3 +5.
plus 3 and plus 5. So you have all the values, simply go on doing the same thing. xy, then x square. This is your xy, x square, then your yc values. You are going to tell me what is your summation y, summation x, summation xy, and summation x square.
Ma'am, summation
Ma'am,
y
summation
is
y
420.
420.
Very good. 420. and you get
And
direct
summation x equal to
formulas for
0.
this part like this. Okay. Summation x is 0, xy.
Ma'am, doing.
You get similar direct numericals for this part.
Ma'am, minus 252.
Yes, very good. 252 minus 252. And what is your x square?
Ma'am, 84.
Is 84. So you have got all the values for those two equations. Solve it simultaneously, A and B, and get your average values.
A is equals to 60.
A equal to 60. What
Yes,
is your
ma'am.
B? Very, very good. What is your B values?
Ma'am, minus 3.
Is your minus 3. So A is minus 3. So your equation is 60 minus 3x. So you can see the slope is negative. So if you just find the YC values, you can observe that the demand is falling for this product. Okay. So if you plot the YC line, you will have a surely declining line, which is your 60 minus 3x. So your trend line shows demand for the product is declining over the years. Okay. So what you do is predict the value for 2022. So you are asked to predict the value for 2022. Fine. What will be the YC values for 2022? Average value.
Ma'am, 36.
36. What is your X value? What X value you took?
Ma'am, 8.
Is your 8. Very good. Because your 0 is 14. For 2022, you will have your X as 8. And that gives you a value of 36. And if you are asked to find your YC plot, then you do in the exam. Otherwise, don't waste time. So every question may not give you to plot the YC values. If you are not asked to plot directly, don't do it. Just leave after getting the equation. Okay. Did you follow everyone? We did it with odd years, we did it with even years, we did it with missing years. Now, let me relax the assumption. I started with your YC, this is as Y as your demand values and your function of X. This is my dependent variable demand. My independent variable which I took was your time period because I was forecasting demand. I can simply relax this assumption. All of you, I think, must be acquainted with regression. You are simply doing the statistical regression analysis. So now your dependent variable need not be demand, it can be anything. For example, it can be your demand for food, it can be your consumption. If I take your consumption, suppose Y is consumption, it can be function of several variables. All of the equation will have an intercept. After that, the variables can be, for example, suppose this is your let me take it as beta 1. So your coefficient is this is your beta 1, your say wealth. Your consumption can be function of wealth. Plus this is your beta 2, function of income of the consumer. Plus beta 3, suppose gender. Your male or you, if you don't know binary variables, let us drop it for the time being. It can be your say your family members, number of family members in the family. So this is your overall consumption. What I mean to say is you can take any variable as X and Y. Now you are simply using the least square approach and your dependent, you can use it for any of your research paper if you are writing. Okay, and you need not solve through this tedious calculation. Simply fit it in the Excel also. Your Excel also gives you the values. So now we are going to solve a question in which your X and Y are going to be different variables Okay, which need not be time period. But we'll do this question after a few seconds. This session is going to log out. We'll join back and do this question. If you have not written something, you would just take it down from the board. Otherwise, it will go off.